Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lena and this is Library of Diamonds, and today's video is going to be a WIP and chat. Last week, I usually, whenever I post WIP and chats, I don't do them weekly. I'm sorry, although lately I have been doing them weekly, but there have been times where I just kind of don't post on a Friday, and that is whenever I don't have like the time or energy to record a video on like then and there. And also sometimes there's nothing happening in my life, and my life is pretty chill typically. It's not very, it's not very eventful. It's quite, I don't know if I would call it simple, but yeah, it's kind of very routinary, if that is a word. So last Friday, I was honestly not feeling it, and I decided not to do a WIP and chat. And I'm really glad that I always have like videos already done and like scheduled for those type of occasions. So yeah, I decided not to. But then on Saturday, I really felt like doing a WIP and chat, and I was like, dang, it was ready. Like I do them on oh wait, where's my tray? Where is my other tray? I'm looking for my tray. Oh, I lost my tray. Where's my big tray? Oh, there it goes. I lost my tray. Where was I? Oh yeah, so the typical day where I do my WIP and chats had already come and gone. It was a Saturday, and usually on Sundays I post like my ASMR videos. I don't know how good they are. I just enjoy doing them. So I just did that. And this last one was one section of this canvas specifically, of the kitty, which I adored. And I said, okay, the video that I posted on Friday was the video that was meant to go up on Monday, because I upload videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. And then I thought to myself, well, what if this week I try to post a WIP and chat on Monday instead on doing them on Friday? And so yeah, I figured I would do that. And yes, that's why this video is here. Now, I'm filming this on Monday morning. I do not work on Mondays. And that's also other thing that I figured might be okay, because my week is very monotonous and nothing like exciting really happens. And if something happens, it's usually during the weekends. It's during the weekends. And by the time of me filming the WIP and chat on either Friday morning or Thursday evening, I tend to forget, and I kind of just brush over it or forget her altogether, or don't have like details fresh in my mind. So yeah, so I think this, and I am glad I did this this way instead, specifically this weekend, because I mean, if you go to the thumbnail, you might already be able to see it, because I am definitely gonna put it in the thumbnail. It's something that makes me so extremely happy, and it just blows my mind. But yeah, I'm gonna get to it in a little. So yeah, I did that. Well, I decided to do that for this week, and we'll see how it goes. And if I like it, I might just keep doing my WIP and chats on a Monday instead of on a Friday. Having said that, let's go back into the week. Really, nothing really eventful happened during the week. The only thing that I can think of right now is that on the 16th, which day was the 16th? Was it Wednesday? No, it was a Thursday, right? Yeah, it was a Thursday. The 16th was a Thursday. I decided to take the day off from work. I was feeling really overwhelmed, and really, I don't know. The previous day, actually, I woke up feeling really anxious and also feeling kind of off. I don't really know how to explain it, but things just felt off. And I am someone who goes a lot with my gut, and with how the situation overall feels. So the next day, I decided, you know what? Also, I was feeling a bit sick. I spent more times in the bathroom than I would like to admit. Releasing things from my body, my upper gastrointestinal tract, and the one down below as well, if you catch what I'm trying to say. So I decided, I am gonna like just don't do anything and take the day off. And I'm glad I did, because even though I was not feeling great, on my other job that is kind of on a request basis where I do appointments online, it's not like an everyday thing, definitely. And but I've had a couple of days where it is like a few days in a row, but it's really rare to have back-to-back appointments, because as I said, it's pretty much upon request. I thought that I was going to be able to kind of build sort of like online practice type of thing, but it's not really like that. It's just a one-off base, depending on which symptoms people are presenting then and there. And yeah, my kind of reputation, or the amount of people who accept to have an appointment with me after they send their request and I send my offer to them, is based on my reviews. So I'm glad to say that so far, not everybody has left a review, but every single review that I have has been a 5-star. So I think that's amazing. Well, the point to this being is that by the time that I would typically start to work, I had already done 4 back-to-back appointments. And just with those 4 appointments, I had made double the amount that I would have been able to make on my 8-hour job. And that also said, like, okay, that kind of cemented in my brain, like, okay, I did my quota of money for the day, pretty much. I can just spend the day, doing nothing. And I would love for this to be my daily, because at 9:30 a.m. I was already free of everything. And I spent the day diamond painting, pretty much. I did diamond painting. I also ran some errands. What did I do? I don't remember fully what I did on that day. Let's open up a new baggie, because we are out of drills and this is not going to be enough. Ooh, this is not going to be enough to fill the other one. Come on. Great. Let me pick up those drills up. Yeah, and I just spent the day with myself. I read a bunch, which, by the way, I have been reading a bunch. Like, you have no idea. I started the year knowing that I wanted to read more than I was reading typically. Like the last year, I read 53 books, and that has been my lowest in a while. And so I decided to start the year off strong, and I was able to find, like, I am really into thrillers and mystery and crime books and all that. So I was able to find a trilogy. Well, I think it's a trilogy. I don't know if there's more books like being written there, but I think it's like only a trilogy of books that I already had the first one going, but I never finished it. I never like dove into it. I had read like 3 chapters or something like that. And so I went back to it, and oh my God, I finished that first book in like a day. And then I went to the second one, and then I went to the third one. And 2 weeks later, we are on January 20th, and I have read 11 books. I have not done that in like 7 years. I remember the last thing that I did something like that, of reading like a massive amount of books in less than a month. I think it was like 2018 or something like that. So yeah, I've been binge reading like crazy, and I'm reading like, I don't have them physically, but I have them on my Kindle. So I've been reading them there, and I also have the audiobook for them. So that's even like, I don't know. I really like reading along, like with my eyeballs and listening to it. So I loved it pretty much. And yeah, as I said, long story short, I have read 11 books. I set my goal this year on Goodreads to only 25 books, because I didn't want to, over stress myself. And now I am 10 books ahead of schedule. I'm not going to change it yet. The only way I'm going to change it is if I actually reach 25 in a short period of time. Like if this binge continues, then and if I'm able to reach 25 books like before the first quarter of the year, I'm definitely going to change it to 52 books, kind of like a book a week pretty much. But so far I'm leaving it at it as is, because I never know. Like I might only read, like I might continue with this binge for maybe a few couple of weeks, like for the remaining of January, and then stop altogether. I don't know that. I'm really not in control of that, even though I should, but no, I'm not. I am not. So it's been really great. Really, it's been really, really great. I still have not read the 5th book in the Stormlight Archive from Brandon Sanderson. I'm afraid because, I was like, oh yeah, I can read it. And then in 3 years, when the next book comes out, I can reread it. But no, it turns out the next book is going to come in like 6 years or something like that. So I'm scared that I'm going to be like having this sort of post book depression, because I'm so attached to that. It's different when it's like a new series or just a new book that I don't have any sort of attachment to it. But with Brandon Sanderson, I'm very careful about it because those books really leave me with, I don't know, it's a weird feeling. It's a nice feeling, but it's a weird one. So I don't know what to do. I don't want, let me take a drink to my coffee just so I can think a little better. Yeah, this coffee is delicious. Yeah, as I said, I have a kind of, I don't know what to do really. Of course I want to read it, but at the same time, I mean, there are other books of him that I have not read, like another series. I don't know. I honestly have no idea. I have no idea whatsoever. We'll see. We'll see about that. But well, whatever. You guys, I know that you like my challenges. I like my challenges as well. And recently I came up with an idea for a challenge that it was a week-long challenge. And initially I thought, yeah, I'm just gonna do it and it's gonna be okay. Well, I have already tried 2 times to do it and have not been successful at it. It's not very hard, I would say. But right now, I don't know why I cannot keep going. Like, I do the first day of it, and then for the remaining of the week, I just cannot keep up with it. I can't. I really, really, really try. And as I said, I have tried 2 times, and I had a very strong conviction that I was going to try again this week. Like today, starting today, but I couldn't. I tried with all my might, and I don't know. The only thing that I can think of is that my fatigue has been really, really strong lately. So that's the only thing. So I'm treating myself with grace. So I was thinking, I still kind of want to do this challenge. But at the end of the day, also, I thought, well, it's a challenge. It doesn't necessarily mean that I have to succeed at it. It's a challenge because it's a hard thing to do. So it means that I can even try and not be successful at it, And I said, okay, I will try this is what I thought yesterday. I'm going to try a few times, like another time. Today's not going to be today. I'm going to try to start it again tomorrow, like crossing my fingers. I guess you'll see if that ever comes to fruition in a later video. Probably not in January, probably in February. Although I've been wanting to do this challenge since the beginning of the month, but it has not happened. So I thought, okay, as I said, it is a challenge. It doesn't mean that it has to be accomplished. It's a challenge because it's a hard thing. So would you be interested in me, like in seeing that video, even if I am not able to accomplish it? Because right now I am not sure if I can. Like I'm honestly trying my best, my dang best. But I don't know what it is. Like I have periods of my life where I can do this no problem. But then there are other periods where I just can't. And I guess you'll if I end up doing that, I'll try to explain it a little bit better in that other video. But yeah, I just let me know, because that is also an interesting thing to do, maybe just even watch me fail at a challenge, if I can do it or not. I don't know. Let's see. I'll see about it later. So yeah, I'm not going to say what that challenge is because I don't want to. Okay. So yeah, And oh my God, I forgot what I was gonna say. I really truly forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, I took like a 5-minute break because I kind of I had an idea for another challenge, and I might do that challenge. Yeah, it's an exciting thing. I'm hoping that I can get to it. I don't know, I just got that idea just right now. So yes, what else I was gonna say? I really don't have much to say. Oh, I'm getting new neighbors, by the way. Oh my God. The highlight of my weekend. I almost forget. How could I forget? I think that I mentioned it at the beginning, and that's why I forgot. Like I don't know, I think my brain kind of ticked a box over there and registered it as you already talked about this topic. But you guys, I'm an aunt. I am an aunt. I don't know if this happens like all around the world, or if it is a Mexican thing or a Latin American thing, but here, at least, we grew up calling our mom's best friends aunts. Basically, they see us since we are born. For me, I have 2 of those. Well, I have a few, but one of them more than the rest. And she is my mom's best friend. She's my mom's best friend since middle school. Is that the name? I don't know. Since she was like 13 or 14 years old. So is that middle school? I think it is, right? So, yeah. Now, my best friend just had her baby girl. She had her last Saturday. It was about 5-something p.m. and I finally went to meet that baby yesterday. And guys, I do not have the words to explain how much I long to be a mom. And oh God, I'm getting I kind of want to cry now. I have always had a very, very strong maternal instinct, and I do not take it for granted, because not only because society thinks that because we are women, we are meant to have this very strong maternal instinct, and there's people who think like that, and you do you. I don't mind. As long as you don't get into my business, I have no issue like with whatever it is that you do. But for me specifically, I know that not everybody feels the same way about babies, being men, women, however you want to identify yourself as. But I have always had a very, very strong maternal instinct. Ever since I was like a very young girl. The very first thought of me wanting to be a mom, I think it goes back to when I was like 14. And my best friend just told me, like, I have a very small group of best friends. It's only 3 of us. So my best friend who had a baby, I've known her since I'm like 15. My best friend who did not have a baby, that we went together to see this baby. I've known her since kindergarten. We've been friends for 26 years. We've known each other. Well, we became best friends since the age of 5, and we are 31. Well, I'm 30. I'm 31. No, yeah, I'm 31. She's 30, but it's been 6 years, 26 years pretty much. And we added Rebecca to our group. She's the one who had the baby. So whatever. She let me know that, no, girl, you've been loving babies ever, like before even that. And I was like, okay, I can't believe you. It's just like a very strong feeling of me wanting to be a mom has been there since I am very, very young. And oh gosh, I just fell in love with that baby. I honestly fell completely and absolutely in love with that baby. And during the visit with my best friend and her baby girl, there were other family members as well in there, like her sister-in-law and some like second aunts and second cousins and all that. And I think that I don't understand why they feel like that, because I don't feel like that. But at the same time, I don't judge. Like, you know, everybody feels different about everything. But every time that, you know, they were, how do you say that word in Spanish? They were holding the baby, and the baby became a little bit fussy, like cried a bit or something. They became just so flustered. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. Like, they didn't say it, like their mouth did not say that, but their expressions were just like, take me out of here, please. And, you know, I was kind of like on handing the baby over to everybody who wanted to hold her duty, pretty much. And every time I held the baby, you know, I just talked to her. I was like, girl, you don't have to cry. Everything is okay. You know, and like, she was fine. She was clean. Her diaper was clean. She had just eaten. You know, sometimes I guess babies can get pretty overwhelmed between being in the womb for so long and then suddenly all of these sounds and all that. But as soon as I got her in my arms, I started to talk to her a little bit and kind of like, you know, bumping a little her butt, you know, like, I don't know how to say that word in English, but we call it mecer, which is, it's like cradling, but in a swinging motion. I don't know the word in English, but the baby became instantly like quiet and went back to sleep. No problem. And gosh, I got home and I get into the bedroom. I dump into the bed. Like, I just dump myself into the bed and I tell my boyfriend, I want a baby. Like, I want a baby. Gosh, I don't have words to describe it, but I really, it's a dream of mine to, you know, become a mom. I've always seen myself as a mom. I don't know really what else to say. It's just that it woke up in me how much I want to become a mom, but at the same time, it reminded me on how unbelievably miraculous it is to bring a baby into the world. Because to this day, like, I objectively know that my best friend is a mom, but it still doesn't kind of fully click in that there's another human being that was brought to this world by my best friend. And I know she's going to be like a great mom. Like, she's amazing. Like, I love her. I love her so much. She's amazing. But having all this weight on top of you, all this pressure of not only bringing a human into the world, but also being responsible for that baby. Being the responsible one to teach them everything that they can learn. I just, it is overwhelming to think about it, but at the same time, it is something that I very, very desperately want. Gosh, but I am a very anxious person. I am a little bit of a paranoid person. Oh, did I use it wrong? Oh, no, it's fine. I'm a bit of a paranoid person. And not regarding like the baby per se, but I have kind of a big thing regarding financial stuff and all that. Basically, because growing up, I had financial stability, but I didn't have the sense of security for myself, you know? I have a little bit of a trauma regarding that, and it's something that I know, and it's something that I am trying to kind of go over it in therapy and all that. But for me, it is very, very important to be as prepared as I can. And I know that I cannot be prepared like 100% because life throws curves at you at every step of the way, and that is something that I completely and fully understand. But I would not feel comfortable bringing a baby into the world until I felt that, okay, I have done everything necessary that I think I can do. And if by then something happens, I can accept that that thing is out of my control. Because even if I am kind of apprehensive about stuff, I also am able to recognize, when things are not longer in my control, and I can let go of things and, let life happen pretty much. But I will only feel comfortable after, I'll only feel comfortable after I know, like if that happens and I know that I did already everything in my power to try for, control the situation. And even then life can get messy. I completely understand that. So yeah, you guys, are you moms? Are you dads? Are you parents? Or even a parent figure in someone's life? It's something that scares me, but as I said, at the same time, it's something that really, really excites me, because it's something that I've been wanting to do since I can remember. And it's something that I feel really strongly about, and that I felt really strongly about. One of those things that are not a if, but a when question, And as I said, I understand that no, not everybody is like this. And for example, that day, I remember yesterday that I went to see baby girl, I remember my best friend saying like, oh, she's good with babies because, she's a doctor and whatnot. And it's like, no, it's not because I'm a doctor. There are doctors who don't like kids. There are doctors who are very, pragmatic and very up to the point. Like, oh yeah, you're very, I don't know how to explain it, but it's not because I'm a doctor. Like, yes, I've brought babies into the world and I have experience like holding them. I have experience, changing diapers and literally carrying them in my arms while they are all liquidy from their mom's womb with like latex gloves when they're very slippery. I have, but that is not it. That doesn't give you this kind of instinct and this feeling of longing that I get oh my God, I'm gonna cry again. This feeling of longing that I have every time that I hold a baby. I am just here to say that I really, really, really want a baby. I've been wanting one for a while, for the last few years. But, that feeling became so intense this past few days. And yeah, that's everything I have to say. And if I keep talking about babies, I'm just gonna cry, or I'm just gonna ask my boyfriend to get here from work early so we can work on it. But no, that's an impulse me. That's not it's an impulse we're not gonna follow. We're not gonna follow it right now. I'm not ready. Like, I'm ready mentally, but there are other things that I'm not ready about, bringing a child into the world. You guys, yeah. Is this video gonna go up? I guess it will. I don't mind. So, I don't know how long this video is going to be. As always, it was pretty rambly. I hope you apologize. No, I hope you apologize. No, that's not the word. I hope you forgive me. I hope you forgive me about all these rambles about babies and all the nonsense. And I'm used to being nonsense, and it's fine. But yeah, let me guys know down below, what are you currently working on? What else can I? Yeah, just that. Just a simple, what are you working on? And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your days. And as always, don't forget to keep on diamond painting. Bye-bye.